Welcome back, racing fans. Ellis Park Mike here from HorseRacingBarns.com. I know it's been a few days since we had a video out. Been going through a little bit of family issues, but everything seems to be in good shape right now. Tomorrow, big day, start of Saratoga, the greatest race meet in the United States. The best horses, the best trainers, the best races. And one of the best facilities to go to watch the races that I've ever been to, and I've been to several. You just got to go if you're a real horse racing fan. You really need to go check out Saratoga at least one time. It's magic. You'll love it. I guarantee you'll want to go back. Now, let's look at today's card, and we're going to start off the day and the meet with a really nice non-winner of two other than allowance optional 50,000 claimer. And this is at a mile on the turf. And the turf, looks like we're going to have great weather, and the turf should be firm. So we're going to start off the day with a really, really nice allowance race. I'm going to go with number 5, 9-0 Wonderful. Good friend of mine, James Bond, trains this 4-year-old colt. He finally broke through after some unlucky races in Florida. Broke through with a win at Belmont last time out and beat a pretty good field. The second place horse came back to win. Third place horse came back to run second in the same race. Been running against some really good animals. He's going to get a good price here. I think he's going to have a pace to set him up. I'm picking him a top choice. Second choice is my old buddy, Yankee Fortune. He's been awfully good to me. He's a 2-time stakes winner. They're dropping him in for 50,000 claimer. They made their money with this horse, but he's a front runner, and he's a very tough horse to beat. He's been keeping good company. I look for him to be very tough. My third choice in here will be number 6, Salto for Todd Pletcher. Here's a horse that's never won a stake, but has competed in some really good races in France. He's only had one start in the U.S. and was just an even 5th. That was with Freddie Head. Now he's with Todd Pletcher. I look for him to improve. So for me, 5, 4, and 6 in race 1. Race number 2 is a mile and 16th turf race for state bred, New York state bred maiden special weights, fillies, and mares. I'm going to go to the outside here for my top choice. And that's number 12, Melodramatically. This horse finished in a dead heat for 4th in his last start at Belmont. It really was a strange trip. Horse got way, way back, came way out wide, and made a nice run to finish 4th. Got beat only 2 lengths. I believe this horse will run better. The outside post is a concern, but I think this is not really a good field. I think he's going to be hard to beat. Second choice will be number 5, Jitney. Was coming hard in a 6-furlong turf race in Belmont last time out behind a real chalky winner. Stables kind of doesn't win at a high percentage, but this horse looks like he's suited right to get this trip. Third choice will be number 1, Always in My Circle. And this was the horse that finished in the dead heat with the 12. But he had an easier trip and didn't finish like you expected. But it was his first race, her first race off of a layoff. So give her another chance. For me, 12, 5, and 1 in race 2. Race number 3 begins the baby races. This is the first of a bunch of 2-year-old filly and colt races that Saratoga really specializes in. And if you go back through the years, you'll see that some of your better fillies and mares that they begin their careers at Saratoga and win there, they go on to do good things. And this is a 5.5 furlong maiden special weight for those 2-year-old fillies. My top choice is going to be number 3, Kimono, Todd Pletcher, one of the absolute best at getting 2-year-olds ready to run, especially at Saratoga. This horse has been up there since May, working well. Is a $500,000 yearling purchase. Should be very tough. Also like number 2, Lignite, the most experienced horse in the race. Has run 3 times, has finished second 3 times, is a little bit worrisome that the horse may not want to win. So I use him, but he worries me a little bit. And the other choice is number 8, Oscar Party. Wayne Catalano has not been stabling horses at Saratoga in the last few years. Brings a group to Saratoga this year. This horse worked well at Arlington, and had one run around the Saratoga track. I look for him to be tough. 3, 2, and 8 for me in the first baby race of the year. Race number 4 is a 7 furlong entry-level allowance for fillies and mares. Best bet of the day should be number 6 in here, Book Review. This horse has steadily increased her speed numbers each time she's run. She ran a really good second last time to a horse you'll see tomorrow in the Coaching Club of American Oaks Questing. This horse was a really good second, was 13 clear of the third horse. So this should be the lowest priced horse of the day. I think this is the most likely winner in this race. I'll make him my top choice. Second pick in here is going to be number 5, Ode to Sammy. And this is a horse I hadn't seen since May 2nd, but was second in that race on a muddy track. Before that, 2 straight wins. Looks like a horse on the improve. Had some time to freshen and has been working well. I also like number 2, Abide. This was a horse that's won at Saratoga. That was 2 years ago in 2010. But when he was with this filly was with Asmussen then as a 2-year-old. Hasn't been seen since 2010, but Todd's had her for a while. I look for her to be very tough as well. And you might look at number 8, Ullapool. I do believe this horse is going to get tested for class. She was claimed for $25,000, came back and won a starter race very easily at Belmont. But this is a big step up. So for me, 6, 5, 2, and 8, with the 6 being my top choice. Race number 5 is our second baby race of the year, and this is the other half of that 2-year-old filly race. Since there's limited to 8 starters, they split the race into 2 divisions. Again, my top choice is going to be number 1, Kauai Katie. Another top puncher, first-time starter, $490,000 yearling. Been at Saratoga since May, been working really well. Anna Rose Napravnik gets on. My second choice, number 2, Lender of Last Resort for Rick Violet. Rick Violet doesn't win with a lot of 2-year-olds, but he does win with 2-year-olds at Saratoga. And this horse has worked like a horse that can run a little. Third choice in here is going to be number 6, Ruby Lips for Rick Dutrow. A well-bred, hard-spun filly that's been working at Aqueduct. Gets to Ramon Dominguez. Could be an upsetter. So for me, 1, 2, and 6 in race 5. Race 6 is the first claiming race, straight claiming race of the meet. It's a 1.16 on the outer turf for $20,000 claimers. And these races are very tough, and this one's no exception. I'm going to go with number 5, Powhatan County. This is a horse that's taken a major drop in class, hasn't been seen since April 14th. Was a well thought of horse when he was 2 and 3, including beating the last year's Kentucky Derby winner Animal Kingdom in an allowance race at Gulfstream Park last March. If he's anywhere near himself, he should win this race. Gets Ramon Dominguez. Others to consider, number 7, Unaccountable. This is a reclaim by Chad Brown. He had the horse, lost it, reached in and grabbed it again on June 1st. Has won here on this track before. Has got some back class as well. Put him second. Third choice, number 8, Best Actor. Jason Service is a new shooter here at Saratoga. He's never stabled here in the last few years. Brings a string in this year. This is a horse coming off a narrow win at Monmouth for 25. 20 here. Look for him to run well. And my fourth choice in a wide open race would be number 4, Tapana. It was an easy winner in a conditioned allowance race at Churchill last time out. It's a little bit of a step up, but does have turf breeding. and deserves a chance. So for me, 5, 7, 8, 4 in the 6th race. Race number 7 is a maiden special weight for fillies and mares at a mile on the grass. My best long shot play of the day is in this race, and it's number 5, Bella Bandita. This is the horse that's coming in from Churchill Downs for Jimmy Baker. And I went back and looked at its last race, and she finished 3rd in that race and was beaten 3 lengths. And the race doesn't look too bad, but if you go back and watch the replay, this filly was not focused at all. She was watching the grandstand all the way down the stretch, and she didn't straighten out and really start running until inside the last 100 yards. They're putting blinkers on her today. I think that's probably got her focused. She's worked well since that race. She is my upsetter of the day, number 5, Bella Bonita. Others in this race to consider are Lily the Pink, number 7. This is a horse that's been second 5 times out of 9 starts for Billy Mott, including a win over my top choice, but that was the top choice's first start of her life, and she ran okay. She came back and ran better a second time. But this horse has had many chances. She's going to be tough. She obviously knows how to run, but I wonder if she wants to win. Now, 3rd choice is going to be number 9, Dynarama for Jimmy Jerkins. Ran an even race after a stumbled start in her first start of her life. She gets Lasix for this one. I expect her to improve. So for me, 5, 7, and 9 in race number 7. Race number 8 is our first stakes race of a stakes-packed meeting, and it's the 7 furlong James Marvin. It's a grade 3 race for colts and geldings, 3-year-olds and up. My top pick in here is going to be number 4, Crossbow for Kieran McLaughlin. This is a horse with a lot of speed. He's got class. His first start since February was in the True North. He never made the lead in there. He was never really a factor in that race. I look for him to get the lead here, and he's going to be hard to run down. I believe number 4, Crossbow, will be top choice. 2nd choice, number 7, Jackson Ben. Jackson Ben comes in here trying to repeat. He won this race last year in an excellent 1:20 and 4/5 seconds. One going away. This field is a little tougher than he faced last year. He's coming out of the Metropolitan Mile, where he was a lackluster 5th, but before that he won the Grade 1 Carter. He is obviously a quality animal. Put him 2nd, and then my 3rd choice is going to be number 1, Caixa Electronica for Pletcher. Here's a horse that won the True North that day from way out of the clouds. Gets an extra furlong to work with here. He's 2 for 4 here at Saratoga. He's going to need pace to run at. I don't know if it's going to be that hot, but certainly he deserves a chance. So for me, 4, 7, and 1 in the James Marvin. Race number 9 is the 94th running of the Schuylerville. It's a grade 3 for 2-year-old fillies. It's the traditional first major stake for the babies at Saratoga, and this is a wide open race. Every horse in the race has got a shot in here. I'm going to go with number 5, Fully Living for Kim McPeak. This filly was a game winner at Belmont first time out. Was favored that day. Was headed midway down the stretch and then just came back and got the job done and beat the number 4 in this race, Can't Explain, who came back after that race and won emphatically in her next start. And she will be my 2nd choice in here. My 3rd choice in here will be number 7, So Many Ways. This filly won at Parks in Philly, broke her maiden there, and did it by 8 lengths with total ease. I'm not sure what she beat that day. She is getting Lasix for her 2nd start. I look for her to run big as well. So for me, 5, 4, and 7 in the Schuylerville. Race 10 ends the day, and it's a 5.5 furlong turf race for maiden $25,000 claimers. And this is a race that I think if you're playing pick 4s or any kind of or pick 3s, you have to spread in here. There's so many of these horses with a shot. A lot of them taking drops first time into claiming, who really didn't show much first time out. I'm going to go 6 deep in here, and I'm just going to tell you who they are and not go into detail too much about these horses because I think it's wide open. I like number 5, Top Position, number 7, Spring Warrior, number 9, Pyro City, number 10, Two Dubai, number 11, Momentum Investor, and number 12, Tough All Day. And all these horses, I think, have a shot. Um, a wide open event to end the day. Well, I want to say wish everyone good luck out there. Enjoy Saratoga. Enjoy opening day. This is a great meet. You're gonna love the racing. And as we always say here, any day at Saratoga is a great day. Good luck. See you tomorrow.